There's a pop song right now that's very popular, and I won't go into who wrote it or anything else, but one of the verses is a guy pleading to God, please don't take these wonderful things that I have. And he's going through all the people that he has in his life that make his life so special. He becomes almost terrified of losing them. He feels like he's got the perfect partner, the perfect family, the perfect friends. And I think in our hearts, we can all resonate with that. Like, that makes sense to me, and it probably makes sense to you. When you find someone that is so special to you, you just don't want to lose them. And that's why the idea of feeling jealous, or the science behind why we feel jealous, is important to explore. And I want to explore it a little bit today because I have people come in, and it often comes up that one of the partners will say, my partner's jealousy is screwing up our relationship. Like, I can't do it anymore. They're jealous of everybody. It's important to remember that jealousy isn't a fear of losing desire, or it's not about desire at all. It's a fear about losing what you have, someone else. It's an intense fear of you loving this person so much and becoming fearful about what would happen if you lost them. And there's personalities that are more susceptible to this intense feeling. Now, make no mistake, we all feel jealousy to some extent at some time. But when it begins ruling you, it's a problem. So a feeling like, if you have insecurities, if you're insecure about your life, about who you are, about your abilities, about would other people like you, do other people like you, do you deserve this? All of these things manifest and come out on this one special person in our life. And if you haven't dealt with those, maybe you've been bullied in school, or maybe your parents made little jokes about you, or just friends casually would say stuff about you. If you're a sensitive person, that registers deep inside you, and it's going to come out when you're in a relationship with someone that you think is so important. And the more people that come into that, like you have children, you start worrying about them and what would happen if you didn't have them. And you can see how this can become a big center of your life, and it begins controlling you, the fear of losing that. If you've had past experiences where you've lost someone you've really liked, or a fear of loss, if you maybe are grieving someone in your family, or maybe a sibling did something that estranged you from them and you no longer have them. People can be alive but still lost from your life. Maybe you don't talk to your brother or sister anymore, or your parents. That's a grief, that's a loss. And fearing more of those losses can make you feel jealous about the person you have in your life. Maybe you have mood-related factors such as a melancholy, a depression, and anxiety. If you compare yourself to other people, other possible suitors that your partner could get with, that can make you incredibly fear of losing them, jealousy. And you can worry about that day and night. And I think a lack of open communication. Maybe you and your partner have become so distant, raising your kids or working jobs, that you no longer connect. And the less connected you feel to them, of course, the more jealous you're going to fear, you're going to worry more about the fear of losing them. So let's talk about some things you can do with this intense fear of loss or deep jealousy. I think pause and reflect on your feelings. Like, when you have these feelings about your partner, I want you to ask yourself, where is this really coming from? Start writing, start making a journal, carry around a little spiral, start just free associating who in your life impacted this sense that you weren't good enough, or the way you feel right now, that you don't measure up compared to other people, you're at a loss. And then talk about your feelings, talk about your sensitivities with your partner, why you think you're feeling this way, what's going on. And whatever you do, don't blame your partner, take responsibility. You can say, I think my fear of losing you is stemming from my feelings that I'm not good enough for you. And if that's the case, then it's important to start this tactic of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do it. Give yourself 5 seconds to talk yourself out of it, and then make a plan and follow through. Change is hard work, but maybe that's going to be part of 2. When you talk to your partner, maybe they're going to say, well, let's do this. And then it's time that you step up and do it. You don't want to feel this way forever. Work on building something together. Build confidence together. Build, companionship. Build friendship again. If you have kids, just working on your friendship can decrease your feeling of loss, the fear of losing them, or deep jealousy. Boost your own self-confidence. Go through everything in your life, and what is the one limiting factor? For goodness sakes, do something about it. Break it down. If it's getting in better shape, watch what you eat. Pack your own lunch. Go work out. Take 15 minutes a day and jump in place. It can be that easy. You might say that won't work. Oh, that will work. If you're consistent with it, within a month, you'll see big results. A month too far away, do it for 2 weeks and then evaluate. Do you feel better? Is your brain working better? These things matter. Focus on positive. Practice gratitude. Tell your partner every chance you get what you see they're contributing, and thank them. And thank yourself when you do something toward a goal you want. Thank yourself. Give time to be grateful to God that you made it through this day and you had the time to do this. Prevent misunderstandings by setting clear boundaries. What are the boundaries between your partner and you? Maybe you talk about your jealousy for 5 minutes, 1 time a day. Whatever it is, you have to corral it in. It's not going to corral itself. It becomes an anxious thought. And once you give it space, anxiety grows. You need to limit the space by putting strong boundaries around you. And ask when you need help. If you're having trouble, maybe there's a certain day that you're more concerned or fearful or jealous than other days, tell your partner, and ask yourself, what's going on with me today? What other areas do I feel incompetent with? Because that's certainly coming into the factor of why you feel more jealous. Deep jealousy is always related to a fear of loss. Doesn't just happen. And if you've had past experience where other people have betrayed you, have let you down, have lied to you, it's only going to get harder during those times. You need someone you can talk to. You need a partner who understands. And yes, you can beat this. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.